After the finals against G2, I think all of us realized that everyone on the team, including me, didn't exactly perform and do what we're supposed to do. We were a lot better at the time than we showed in that finals, and we all knew that, and so it was really upsetting for all of us to have to go down the way we did in Paris.
After we shook hands with G2, seeing them lift up the trophies, all smiles on their faces and the confetti just going on them and everyone cheering for them, it was kind of sad. And I didn't want to feel that ever again. So
when we got to the Korean boot camp, we discussed some of the things that led to that happening, and we basically told ourselves that, look, you know, this excuse about us being rookies or a rookie team just doesn't matter on this stage. We can't keep underperforming at the big event, and so going into Worlds, we all knew that, you know, excuses were over. Like we had to perform no matter what.
If you go back and like listen to the comms of like the Fnatic game and the Unicorns game, and then the G2 game, you'll see like in the finals, your comms were like way more frantic. There was not a single moment, even when we were ahead in the G2 games, where I felt like you guys were actually like having fun. When we had the team talk before Fnatic, I said this as an example, like Nubar was like, I just feel like today, you know, if we play our game, like there's no way we can lose. Like there's absolutely no way. And, you know, he said something like, oh, for the first time in my career, I feel like I have no pressure, you know. And then Tristan like agreed, and everyone else, I just felt like everyone felt good. And I felt the whole day that people felt good. And G2 on the day, like something felt like really off to me. I don't know about you guys, but like something felt really off the whole day. And I know there were variables that we can control, like the temperature of the room.
That room was disgusting.
Yeah, I know. Like there were like variables that we can control, but you know, like we're about to go to China, and there's gonna be like, you're literally gonna have to shit in a hole in the floor in the stadium. You know what I mean? Like
It's gonna be funny.
that's the. So, I mean, it's been very intensive since we got here. I can definitely see an improvement in everyone, and I definitely feel that we've learned more about ourselves in this boot camp than probably for most of Summer Split. You know, Summer Split was really about us finding an identity, and you know, this boot camp before Worlds has really been us refining it. I would hope that we make it through our group at the very least. I think everyone would be very disappointed if we didn't, especially with the amount of practice that we've put in over the last, you know, month. The outside perspective is that we won't perhaps do well. We're really looking forward to, you know, I guess getting some hype and silencing the critics.
Hello and welcome to the 2017 World's Draw Show. We're coming to you live from Riot Studios in Santa Monica to find out who will take on whom at this year's World Championship. And Team Misfits out of the EU LCS will be headed to Group D.
I have it TSM Flash Wolves Misfits. I don't have that much faith in the Misfits team off of the 3 weeks of strong performances they had, especially in this group with Maple and Bjergsen.
Well, I mean, I think that's the way you have to go. I don't think there's any real elephant in the room that means that Misfits will rise, on average, better than Flash Wolves and TSM. So I think they'll win some games, but I can't see them winning 3 or more.
Everyone, including everyone in Europe, was underestimating of the European teams, both at Worlds and not at Worlds, were underestimating us. By default, everyone put us in a position where, in terms of storyline, we were the underdog, and that's a mentality that we've had for so long now that it's very easy to know how to navigate it and how to perform from there. So while Misfits has always been the underdog, we've never been the favorites in anything, and so that's a very different mindset that the team has to approach things in.
One more.
Are you joking? What?
Oh my gosh, I think you lost. You lost a lot of hair.
You just fucked me.
Yeah.
Now I'm No, but do I have to show my arms like this? Seriously?
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so gross.
Oh. Just imagine a fangirl saying, Hatsana! What would you do to them? Yeah, oh.
Damn straight.
Oh. That's kind of rude though, Steven. Yes. That's actually really rude.
Don't push up on your nose.
You're basically telling him to shut the fuck up. That's really rude. Holy shit.
Yeah, there you go. And now say shh.
Say it.
Passionate, Stephen, passionate.
Be more passionate.
Stop.
Do you want them to shut up or do you not want them to shut up?
Okay, next.
Did you get master in career?
Huh?
Did you get master in career?
I can't remember that one, guys.
That's a really tough question.
Yeah, my memory's blank on that one.
Right, did you treat it out like in a week you made it without dual queue and like challenger, right?
No, that's just what you said to me. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
I remember you did a tweet as
No,
well.
he tweeted.
Yeah, I treated you because it was so ridiculous.
Yeah, but,
He tweeted for
but
you.
I didn't say it.
Yeah, you did.
So I didn't say it.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
I didn't say it.
Are you seriously saying that I like this?
I didn't say it.
Thank you.
There's only one camera. Why are you getting gas?
So you're lying, Barney?
No.
Actually, Barney's just a liar.
Barney is the name?
Barney is a psychopathic liar.
Well, apparently I'm a big fan. Thank you. I'll start down with one, so I'll take it.
I don't want to give them Kog'Maw Lulu today under any circumstances. Okay, they're very, very comfortable on it, and Chinese teams in general like Kog'Maw Lulu a lot. It's hard to play against. So if they take Lulu, we take Kog'Maw away right away. We go into Janacom. They'll probably have to stand out Twitch. As far as we know, they've never played Varus in play-ins, in scrims against us, in any scenario that we know of. So this might be the only team where like we don't have to worry too much about Varus. So we can actually go into like Kog'Maw Janna, even if they have Lulu, and not worry too much about like lane being hard, okay? Now, Ignar, and he's right about this, Ignar's very comfortable on Alistar, Blitz, etc. today. Yes, especially Blitzcrank. Especially Blitzcrank. And we can pretty much play it in a lot of scenarios if Kog'Maw's not in the picture. It's just, I don't want to play Blitzcrank or Alistar against Kog'Maw Lulu because it's like, either you win game in like 15-20 minutes or like it's over. So.
Good morning.
Look on Barney's face. I'm orange. Oh my god, I'm orange. That's no? I'm actually orange, right? I'm actually orange, right? I'm orange. You know, the makeup just kept going, like getting smacked on. I felt like
Look at the difference. The difference is insane, actually.
But it's okay, if you get rid of everything else, it's fine.
If you just stand like this, nobody will notice.
Hey, what did they do to you?
Yeah, I know I'm orange. What?
How do you actually orange?
Actually, yeah.
Maybe it'll look fine with all the lighting.
No one's getting orange too.
We're about to get a look at Misfits Gaming as well as Team WE as they gear up for a clash on the stage here in Wuhan. For Misfits, this will also be their first international appearance.
They were so lackluster during the regular season, and I think something Worlds is going to tell us is, was that just a blip of upward performance towards the end of the split, or are they the middle tier team from EU they were during most of the regular season? They need to prove that they are the team that can contend.
Really quickly for everyone, the most important thing this game will be communication, okay? Bot lane, especially from you, on every single base, I want to hear a plan. If we have tempo, make sure you swap. You are really, your mid lane is much stronger than theirs. Your early game is stronger bot side, okay?
They have to make picks to win this game.
They have to snowball mid and make picks. So play slow, play smart, and communicate everything. Good luck.
Good job, Hussein.
His first 15 minutes seems starting to get a bit antsy. It's Condi. Once it done, Ignar gets the ulti down. Gonna keep slapping him away. Ignar already got the flash as the Monty from Best. Gonna keep it going. And Mystic, he's the one who grabbed first blood. But Maxwell misses the ulti just barely.
We should look for the blow ultimate, I think. It's the best.
Look at Jarvan.
Okay. Fighting, we're fighting. We can't see, we can't see.
Venus, look at the package, look at the package.
Jarvan is really low.
Go for Jarvan, go for Jarvan.
I'll block. The crowd is going wild as Team WE continue their assault through the Misfits lineup, and already at 26.5 minutes into the game, they're looking to end.
Oh, there was some like weird comms this game too. Like, can dive bot, but maybe can try.
What? Like, no, yeah.
Oh, I said
That's what it was, right?
can make play bot.
No,
Not dive bot, but can make play. Because you're saying that diving quality, can we do something bot?
You worded it like this.
Yeah.
Can't dive bot, but can try.
Yeah.
So it sounds like.
No, I said
No,
can try gank.
No, you said
No, you
can't
didn't.
try.
No, can't try. We just said can try.
The issue we had in the first game was that we all felt, and I think we still feel to this day, that we hard outdrafted World Elite. And so within draft, we knew that, or rather we felt like that we had won the game. And I think this had a terrible effect on the mindset of the players within the game, because we were just waiting to win just because our comp allowed us to, rather than actually being proactive and forcing a win. And that is something that we have, because if in Europe, against most teams, you win a draft, you generally win the game. At the Worlds level, you cannot do that. Whether you win or lose draft, you have to be the one that's proactive. While it was a tough loss against World Elite, because I feel like that's one of those games that we probably should have won based on how draft went, it was the best thing that could happen to us, because it was the first game of the tournament where we experienced this, and it was such an easy fix to bring on. We had a whole day to recover, and so day 2 onwards of Worlds, we committed ourselves to being as proactive as possible, and I think that's what people saw, is how aggressive we were.
Actually, I had a dream that my fake tube fell out while we were playing, by the way. It was so
nightmare,
bad.
nightmare.
Yeah,
What's a dream, by the way? What's a dream?
So it just fell out and I didn't know what to do.
Your fake just fell out?
Like while we were playing. I didn't have my braces on.
That's
Yeah,
so
it
funny.
just dropped.
How does that happen? How can I like make your teeth fall out?
You can't. It's just random. It's complete RNG. Like, I wouldn't even know if it was about to happen. That's the sad part.
It'd be really funny.
It just drops.
It'd be so funny. It drops.
Then I look like a hillbilly halfway through the game.
This is doable if we assume HQ has not leaked shit to Flash Wolves, because we are, again, the only team that plays Karma mid at the moment. So it's a gamble in that sense.
The only thing I want to change from yesterday is I want to see proactivity when we have places to be. Okay, no matter what, today we'll have priority in lanes. We will have scaling. Like, we'll have a very similar comp yesterday. But I want us to be proactive. I want us to be confident on stage. Okay, let's go.
So no fear or what?
No fear.
All Worlds? Okay.
No fear.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
No fear!
They're trying to challenge this blue buff right now. Whoa, Maple with interesting pathing there to see what he can find, and he finds himself 6 feet under. First blood for Power of Evil.
Go ahead. I can't chase on you.
Go back and we can do it again.
Push midway. I'm resetting.
Fight. I can go here.
Okay.
I'm going.
Nice.
Go. Okay, go. We can go back now.
Okay. I can't be John, okay?
Barrett's alive. He's not flash.
20. My ult is 20.
No flash, Corky. No flash, Corky.
We have ult in 20.
My ult is
15. My ult in 15. Don't die. Chill. Don't die. Help. Chill. 9 seconds. Slowly.
Yeah.
You can win.
Just hit.
Slowly.
All no flash. All no flash.
Stay next to Jenna. Come to me.
I'm going. We can finish, no?
Yeah, we can. Just kill Corky.
2 seconds.
I don't mana.
I feel like kill him.
Misfits have locked down the victory. Misfits are looking at the Nexus, and they will pull out the win.
That's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Oh, zero though.
I don't give a fuck.
Let's go.
Well, not micromanaging, but like you telling me to ulti at these specific times was good. Because I was watching something else, like when we were blue buff, you know? I was watching everyone else on bot side, I didn't see Corky.
Nubar.
Huh?
You know, I realized something's happening on this team. So Steven would be controlled by Tristan initially, and now Steven controls you. So there's like a chain of control, like fucking ranking going on here.
Hey, who do you...
But you know, today I was the one calling for objectives, just to let you know.
I know, but you know, in terms of micromanagement, it's always
no, but it's fine. I can make objective calls
Steven
if I get
tells
micromanaged.
Tristan how to right click and auto attack.
Ah, yeah.
Sorry, Tristan tells Steven, and then Steven tells you how to ult.
Ah, okay.
perfect. And
Me and Ignore have our own brains. We're not stupid.
Oh, what the fuck? You actually look like a man.
Holy shit,
Holy
that actually
moly,
looks
that-
like a normal
No, but like, Steven looks like a man. No, you look Asian. Oh.
Those are 80 carriers.
You should go with that
Those
style.
are 80 carriers.
Wait, why keeps flipping back and forth? Stop it. Where's my nose?
I don't know.
Okay, that's the worst one.
As far as TSM is concerned, I don't think we were ever scared of them as a team because we actually knew that as far as our map play goes, we're really good. And so the only thing was how good are the so-called star players of TSM in Bjergsen and Doublelift, and whether in my case, Hans specifically as a rookie can hold up, and how Power of Evil will perform on such a level.
And it's going to be exciting to watch Bjergsen go up against Power of Evil. Power of Evil said many a times he's tried multiple times to try and get to the World Championship. He's finally here. One of the big opponents he's now going to have to fight his way through is the legendary Bjergsen, arguably one of, if not the best Western player that we have.
So the storyline between me and TSM, or me and Bjergsen, is that the first time we met, I was 16, playing I Am San Jose with my team Unicorns of Love. I was that no-name guy who just qualified to LCS, and then suddenly I come up against this like legend at this time. It was the time when people even considered him being stronger and higher than Faker.
Oh man, I'll say after Power of Evil kills Bjergsen again.
Yeah, one more auto attack. Oh, the Q will finish him off. Killing the game. Meanwhile, Bjergsen taking a lot of damage. Will Power of Evil get the cooldowns back? Yes, he will.
And then I come up and I just destroy him, and yeah, that was pretty good.
Never be scared of making plays. Do not be worried about losing the game. Do not be worried about a play not working out. If you see a play, if you're confident, just go for it, okay?
Yeah.
That's what I want to see today. Let's go.
Hashtag no fear.
No fear on 3. 1, 2, 3.
No fear! Which they're going to try to do here. They poked them for so long, and they know the heal is down.
TSM low on health, no heal available, shield coming down onto Doublelift, but Max Floor bops them. They walk away with the first blood.
Power of Evil snuck into this brush. This is a very good sneak.
Bjergsen doesn't have his flash. Remember, he had to use it last time, and now he's going to be jumped on the damage coming through, but Biofrost keeps him alive! Somehow! Bjergsen walks away!
What thing? Right on the flash.
We have both.
They're going. They're going to fighting. We're fighting. I'm just now. Come on. Come on. Wellington. I got it. Went to fucking game. 3, 2, 1, Evo! Nice!
Wait, let's go back. Wave. I mean wave. Just wave. Thank you.
I think they're calling you Bonnie.
I'm filming to you.
They're saying
Yeah, I'm
Bonnie.
filming to you.
They're saying Bonnie.
I don't know what Bonnie means.
It's your fucking name.
Sucks for them.
Celebrate, guys!
Huh?
I want to see the Steven Power.
It's over.
Steven Power?
So when we were doing the opening rehearsal, I think it was like Prey that like showed up on stage.
Oh, but that was Chori.
And he's just like, oh my god, look at Prey, look at all that power around him.
Look at all that fire. What a weird.
What does this got to say about his power level?
It's over. It was pretty special. Steven can sense his power.
I wish I could have seen Faye in his power.
I wish I could see his power.
How much power surrounds we saying, Steven?
I have no clue.
You're not even on the radar.
Oh my lord, God.
It's okay, Steven. You'll get power one day.
It's okay.
A summary of the first week, I think, is just that as a team, we figured out how to be proactive faster than anyone else in our group, except for World Elite. So I wouldn't say like someone specifically stood out. I think us as a team stood out because of how quickly we were able to change our mindset to the level that World Elite already was at from game one, which is you have to be aggressive, you have to make plays, and you have to create your own leads and snowball your own leads. I think TSM and Flash Wolves both struggled with getting to that mentality, and so I think all of us were proud of that factor in week one.
It feels kind of funny where it's just like the fans just jump from Fnatic to us, like we're like Europe's last hope. It was just like funny reading some of the comments like 2017 relying on Misfits to be Europe's last hope compared to G2 and Fnatic, you know, stuff like this.
He was space in the back.
Sugar milk show.
What's the time?
10:36.
Alright, I'll make it soon.
And then I spent so many nights singing how you run. I'm strong. Oh shit, that's it. Burn all these beats.
Does anyone want to eat?
Yeah.
I don't
want to walk to the venue, so that's not the option. That's it, guys.
Stop recording me. I'm vulnerable right now.
Oh, sorry. We were feeling the fatigue, but as soon as you go on stage, it's a different feeling. Like you just get the adrenaline pumping, and you'll get like that thought of winning, and it really just push your body to the limit, and doesn't matter how tired or whatever you are, you're going to perform.
The last time these teams met, it was a 46-minute match where Flash Wolves didn't get a single kill.
Listen, we don't do a team talk, so I'm just going to take over the mic here on the mic, MC Maxlaw. Okay, listen, can we scream fighting? In
Fighting,
3 seconds?
yeah.
3, 2, 1, fighting! Okay.
Only Java, no flash.
I will flash, watch me. Watch me! Fighting!
Bullshit, Ignar. Believe me, think you expect a lot.
Misfits Gaming and TSM preparing to hit the rift for the second time today in a fight TSM have to win if they want to make it out of the group.
1, 2, 3,
move here! Alright, back in there for Biofrost finds the carry. Handsummer a little low with Bjergsen, defending here as the rest of double him with a great flanker to get the damage down. That's 2 already. Now from Haunter, gets him in there. Handsummer knocked him on the other end as double him grabs a double kill. Out there for Power of Evil, that's 4 dead. TSM, they will keep their hopes alive here at World and take down Misfits.
Everything we've done, we've prepared in practice. That is what's going to show today. And I know, and we all know that none of these teams, these matches are fucking close, and none of these teams are better or worse than us. Alright? We compete with them, we're better than them when we play our best.
Looks like they're going to be able to keep fighting here, Pastry. Gonna keep going, Power of Evil does get there as Maxwell also goes down. That's 3 kills as a double. Plans for Sheer, too far forward, Handsummer, flash on him with a shutdown, but Mystic puts the nail in that coffin. And WE are going to take this game and claim first.
because the moment that you realize the game is won, it's very easy from there to slack on the fundamentals. But I think we talked about it and we all realized for the tiebreaker that, look, you know, at the end of the day, the main thing is that you come off the stage without any regrets. And so when we went into TSM, we got it all together pretty well.
Okay, we're going back to no fear for today because I honestly believe if you play confidently, that team over there is not good. We're so much better. I believe in all of you guys. Just believe in yourselves and show it on stage, okay? Let's go. No fear. No fear in 3. 1, 2, 3.
No fear! Thank you, Dash. I'm Ty Breakthrough Time, bringing you the final game of today here.
Misfits here, a team everyone thought would be 4th place, now fighting for 2nd in the group, is exceptional.
I'm coming. Let's go.
Okay. I can cover mid. That I'm missing.
I don't have shockwave. I've shielded too. Nice call.
Misfits with another advantage, the 3rd straight time they're looking to try to get a fight here.
Sven gonna get stunned up. Max Law ready to bump him back into the team perhaps. Yep, does use it. Forces double lift away as well. That's Insta Sven getting out with the Tarek Holman. He's gonna move them forward. Sven's gonna almost get killed, but he somehow escapes how far he's missed. Biofrost though, maybe not so lucky. Gonna take the damage and have to be the sacrifice.
I chunk on my lot. I chunk on my lot.
Just watch me. Just watch me. And turn. Enemies on me. Look. Fight.
The Johnny. Chase no flash. Chase no flash.
Come on, snare. Nice, Johnny.
I can chase.
Fighting. Nice.
Go bound. I speed you. Nice.
Fucking yes. Nice, guys. Kill the shit. Hey, emote.
Misfits push themselves straight into the quarterfinals.
I was literally just standing there and like thinking about like, holy shit, I just qualified to quarterfinals. It was kind of like one of the most happiest moments in my life, I think.
We only have 10 minutes. What this is about is we have 6 scrims today, 8 scrims tomorrow, 14 games. 14? 14 games to be good enough to beat SKT. Okay? That means that right now, very quickly, I want anyone who has anything to say about how we can improve and what we need to do better than how we played at Worlds or at groups. That has to come out now so we know what we need to work on. This mentality of like when we're behind and we still keep fighting front to back, that shows up more on stage. And I think that's because on stage we are more reserved, especially in the early games. If you remember week 1, the first game was like nothing like how we play in scrims. Week 2, even against Flash Wolves, like when we're behind, we always say, okay, give this up, get tempo over here, and then we control this. And we always set pink wards together, and we always contest something. But against Flash Wolves, we gave up something for tempo. We went topside, we placed pink wards, and then we reset. And all of this is lost. And it's always so much more reserved, our earlier games. And against SKT, we don't have that luxury to be reserved. Game 1 itself has to be what like we pride us, like what we're so good at. Okay?
SKT to me are 3 times world champions, the greatest team to play League of Legends. It's not like playing any other Korean team because any other Korean team doesn't have the pedigree that SKT does. You're always thinking about that little extra factor that SKT brings in the sense that if you make any mistake, this team will just find a way to abuse it.
I actually wanted to draw SKT because I feel like our team's strengths match well against their team's weakness. we're going to play them eventually, or we're going to play like one of these top teams eventually. Why not just get out of the way here and prove ourselves to the world?
So today, we're hopefully sending SKT back home. No? What is this space?
They have to swim back, you know the Korea meme?
Really?
Yeah, they have to swim back home if they
Okay, so if you win, they need to swim back home. So that's pretty cool. Some good workout, no Igna? Well, besides, yeah. We will just try our best, and I'm sure we can, if we play good enough, we can be the first team who beats SKT.
But then you take the blinders off and you realize that SKT has lost 3 games in the history of group stage.
No fear. No fear. 3, 2, 1. No fear!
Misfits lost 3 games in 2 weeks, right? The difference between the history of these 2 teams is so massive.
Leaving a little pressure, taking that blast moment as well. Great timing as Max Lord just left. Alfari overheating to use his scrap shield to get out of position. Talk comes in after the flash. They get turret side, and they're going to get first blood. 8-1, SKT, 16 minutes in. Now 16-1, 25 minutes in. Game 1 to SKT over Misfits.
If you have any issues about this game, just say it now, and then we'll all be clear for next game, okay? Okay? Just be honest with each other and win the next game.
We were watching them take objectives in our faces, and instead of like moving on to like our tempo and what our plan is, we're saying what they're doing. We're giving commentary on the game.
Yeah.
You guys are really, really, really good at at being proactive in losses, but you have to recognize that. You have to be aware of that. You have to be more focused on that in game. Okay.
So game 1, we were like testing the waters to see if they played Galio, and they did. So I was unlucky. Our communication was really bad, really bad. We were like kept talking about what the enemies could do. We were like a bit negative in some ways and not trusting each other. So it was just like jitters all over again, you know, and it was like a kick up the arse for everyone. And we switched back on for game 2. Come. Fighting. Back off. No ulti. Go back. Back.
Kog is moving bot lane.
I go. Okay, you get him and get out. Fine.
Kog is moving bot lane. Pick it.
Holy shit, what a jump. Good shit. What the fuck? Team 1 Corki. Play together. Corki.
Fight, put ward.
I can shield you too.
Corki. Nice.
Give me blue. I get bot tower. I go for bot tower.
Okay, we can reset.
And that's going to be a pickup for Hans Sama. The Nexus is going to be open, and Misfits are going to find the victory in Game 2 over SK Telecom T1. Do you believe it? I just want you to tell me, 'cause I'm lost and I'm blind. You need to be able to go aggressive, or you can't do anything. Oh, they try to get to the front already. Ignite goes down immediately. No flash forward, but the heal comes out. They turn to Wolf. His bang feels like he can get back into the fight. Just 100. Sama has no heal. On Sama. One more shot as Wolf wants the glitter lands. Bang! Oh my God! Barrier comes in. One onto Bang. Fight in the jungle still. What's going down? Chase. You need to cover. Chase. Chase first.
Tower.
Chase. Chase. Nice! Kill him!
It's just unreal. SKT being pushed to their limit and beyond. Now 1 game from being eliminated.
SKT looked really lost as to how to respond to us, but the thing with SKT is you make a single mistake and they bounce back and they take over.
Misfits 1 game away from being able to make history across the boards for being the first Western team or a team ever to beat SK Telecom T1 at Worlds.
Take your pillar.
Look on the front.
Kill him! They wall! Let's get it! Fighting!
2 seconds smash you. 2 seconds smash you.
Slowly! No,
I will flash out.
Slowly! Where's the flash?
I can shoot you, Hans. Oh,
No, back. Okay, back.
Come back. It's fine.
I'm dead.
Oh
I'm dead.
shit. It's okay, guys. It's fine.
It's fine, don't worry.
Think next one.
Get crab fast.
I walled over the wall, it's fine.
I have 10 seconds ultimate.
What if they
I
TP?
might look for flank. here.
They're gonna use TP.
Just
it'll be
finish
probably
50-50,
fine.
okay? 50-50.
Watch me, guys. Look for my stun. Okay, look for my stun.
Okay.
Base can
you
have
pick the
TP
pit?
what's behind.
I just stun.
Just finish.
Yeah, finish. Okay.
Back.
I heal you,
I'm landing.
Leave.
Let on me.
I'm dead.
Oh shit. Back. Try to wave play mid. No flash, Tristana.
Think they're gonna do it. SKT 5 games in, trying to avoid elimination, and they have done so. SK Telecom T1 will be your second team in the semifinals, claiming victory over Misfits Gaming.
It's okay. Okay, well played, guys.
Well played, guys. It's fine.
Close.
So when the game ended, I rushed on the stage. And when I got there, that's when SKT was just getting off the stage. The crowd was chanting SKT, and the team was clearly shook up. A couple of them were close to tears, and I asked them to go and take a bow in front of the crowd. As I was asking that, the whole crowd started chanting MSF, and it just got louder and louder till the whole venue was, thousands of them were chanting it, and it was quite emotional. And I think everyone in that moment, all 5 of us, were just teary-eyed and just very appreciative of the Chinese fans and what they were doing for us. So it was a surreal moment. It's one of those moments I'll remember forever. It was incredible.
I think we all know we could have taken it today. I think we all know we should have taken it today. But with that said, this is by far and away the best showing a European team has ever had. And you guys are all in your first year of performing at this stage, and for some of you, just the first year ever of competitive. There's no doubt in my mind that all of you are capable of much more than this. This is just the beginning, but you have to learn from this, okay? It was a pleasure coaching all of you this year. You guys should be proud of yourselves.
I'm incredibly proud of the team. Way back in Challenger, when we formed, we said that the goal of this squad is not just to make LCS, it's to become good enough, is to have solid fundamentals so that when we get to LCS, we're good enough to get to Worlds. When we get to Worlds, we're good enough to perform there. But we all knew that no matter what, no matter how much we were struggling, this was our moment, we had to seize it. And everyone worked hard, and everything we've done today is just the result of a lot of hard work, months and months of just staying up late and just looking at VODs and having team discussions and team arguments that, just made us better and better. I think all 5 of them are dedicated enough to make a name for themselves in League of Legends, not just EU, not just NA, but globally. The fact that we got to play SKT, the fact that we got to take them to 5 games, the fact that we made it out of groups in our first week, all of this is stuff that we learned so much from. I wouldn't be surprised if every single one of us went on to have a bigger and better career.
Well, it felt kind of like an anime story, how we were like the underdogs and everyone was cheering for SKT, but then we changed their hearts, right? But the more support I got in that moment, even from the crowd or on Twitter or something, the worse it felt. We had the ability to beat SKT and we didn't. I feel like I let everyone down.